Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel, Naturally Menee. I am Menee, and today I'm going to share a story that's been years in the making for me, and it's how I retired at the age of 51. And no, I'm not rich and no, I'm not sitting on a pile of money, but I did retire at 51. And it wasn't always an easy journey, but with some planning and some sacrifices and kind of a clear vision of what I wanted, I actually made it happen. So if you're dreaming about early retirement or just looking to learn more about how to manage your finances better, stick around. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so that you can be notified of when I upload content in the future on living your best life in retirement. First, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I started working for the state government at just the ripe old age of 18 and that was following my mom's strong, stern, convincing advice like, you best to go get a job, girl. But it wasn't just her who guided me. I had a dear friend, Jean, who was like a second mother to me. She helped me to realize the importance of starting young. She would always remind me of how crucial the early years were that could help me to build a secure future. It kind of went over my head at the time when she was telling me, but it was in there somewhere. It was also during those early years that I met Geraldine, a fellow co-worker who taught me about the Deferred Compensation Program. She helped me to understand how to set it up and to set a little aside, even if it was just a little bit out of my paycheck. She said set it aside and it can grow into something significant over time. So with their guidance, I began to really see retirement as a goal for me. And it was one that I could actually reach, even though it seemed so far off from me back then. But when I hit that 20-year mark in my career, I had a moment of realization. Like, I had put in 2 decades of hard work. And I knew that if I could stick it out for just 10 more years, I'd be eligible for a full pension at a very young age. Something that would secure my future from now on. But those next 10 years wouldn't just be about clocking in and out of work. I knew I had to make some serious changes, and I had to look at my finances and just adjust the way that I was living. So the first thing I did was maximize my pension plan and the drop program. So how did I do that? The first major step was positioning myself for a better pension. For those of you who don't know, I worked in the public sector, which means I had access to a pension plan. In the last 5 years of my career, I worked to get higher paying positions, which increased my pension payout. The final stretch was critical because our pension calculation is based on the final 5 years of your earnings. So the more you make during the final 5 years, the higher your monthly pension check. That's what I had my mind on. Another thing that helped me was joining the drop program right before the pandemic hit. Now this allowed me to keep working while my monthly pension amount was invested and saved, which earned me additional money when I finally retired. Plus, I got to work from home because, you know, it was during COVID, so it helped me to be able to stay and drop just a little while longer. And it saved on commuting. It gave me time to focus on some long-term things that I wanted to do. It just took the stress away, and it helped me kind of save and again look at the way that I was spending money so that I can start adjusting the way that I live. One of the biggest steps in my journey to retirement was reducing my monthly expenses. And a key part of that was tackling my debt. Now, I use the Snowball method to pay off my credit cards. You know, I started with the smallest bill, focused on nothing but paying it off completely. Then I rolled that amount that I was paying on that bill over to the next lowest paid debt that I had. Each time I paid off a card, it felt like a little victory. I had my little celebratory dance, and it motivated me to keep going because I was going in the right direction. As my kids grew up and moved out, I found myself with a lot more financial flexibility. Remember, I was trying to increase my salary in those last 5 years. Now, with the fewer mouths to feed, I was able to focus more on living simply. I embraced a more simple and mindful lifestyle. You have to check out my other video about that. That meant cooking more at home, sticking to, like I mentioned earlier, like the classic wardrobes, not going out spending a whole bunch of money on different things, only spending money on things that truly added value to my life. These changes significantly reduced my day-to-day expenses, making it easier for me to live comfortably on my pension plan, my pension payment, once I retired. Now, if you take anything from this video, let it be this: start planning early. Even if you only can do a little at the time, that's fine, just keep doing it. I made sure to consistently contribute to my retirement accounts, even when the amounts were small. Over time, those contributions added up thanks to compound interest, and that was more money in my pocket when I retired. I took the time to educate myself about personal finances. I started reading up on retirement strategies and understanding the benefits of that deferred compensation program that my colleague Geraldine introduced me to. It's more like a 401k if you're familiar with that. So it wasn't always easy to understand, but investing time and learning about my options made a world of difference. So those small steps over the years truly helped me feel more comfortable about my financial future and ultimately made my early retirement possible. Now that I'm retired, I focus on living a life that I truly love. Again, I eat simply. I stay active with walks in the park, hanging out, spending time with family and friends, and I even restarted a hobby like I'm getting back into photography, which has been such a joy for me. Life is more about experiences now rather than things for me, and that has made a world of difference in my life. Now, I hope my story inspires you to take some steps, no matter how small, toward your own retirement dreams. It's never too early or too late to get started. But remember, this isn't about money, it's about creating a life that you truly can enjoy. Thank you again for watching, and make sure you like, and hey, drop a comment in the comment section about what you're doing to start your retirement journey early. Now, before I go, let's recap just the key tips that helped me to retire at the age of 51. So I maximized my pension, and I focused on increasing my earnings over the final 5 years, which helps boost my pension payout. Now, you can check out your retirement pension plan and figure out how to maximize it. 2, I took advantage of a retirement program that's called the DROP. It's like a Deferred Retirement Options Program. I think that's what it's called. But it's a great way to save your pension money while you continue to work. You're technically retired, so your retirement money is going into a bank account, and then you continue to work and get your regular paycheck. Number 3 is that I paid off debt with the Snowball method. You can tackle your debt any way you see fit, but that's the method that worked for me. But I suggest you get started paying off that debt. The 4th thing I did was I started living simply and wisely. I focused on mindful spending, and I started prioritizing things that's truly valuable in my life. Number 5, start planning early. Again, if you take nothing else away from this video, start planning now. It's never too early or too late to get started. Even small contributions to your retirement account can grow over time, so start as early as you can. Now, I hope these tips inspire you to take the steps toward your own retirement dreams. Remember, it's never too early and it's never too late to start planning. And to start, just do it. But thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who you think may need it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on living affordably in retirement and finding joy in the next chapter of life. See you in the next video. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Bye-bye.